And the final type of elasticity we are going to talk about today, number 4, is the price elasticity of supply, or this is also known as the PES. Okay, so just highlight this. So let's move on to the formula. PES measures the percentage change in quantity supplied when the price changes by 1%. Okay, it's basically what we've been seeing so far. Formula for PES, even without me writing it down, you guys should be able to write down the formula by now on your own. So if you want to, you can pause the video and try to write down the formula yourself and then come back and see what I've done. Okay. So the formula obviously will be new QS minus old QS divided by new QS plus old QS divided by 2. This whole thing will be divided by new price minus old price divided by new price plus old price divided by 2. Okay. And if you guys want to practice, let me set it up. Suppose when price is 85, quantity supplied is 93, and then price goes down to 60, and as a result, quantity supplied falls to 71. Okay, so I'm not doing this calculation. At this stage, you guys should be able to just follow the formula and calculate the PES. So go ahead and do that. Now we come to values of PES. And now here's another thing. The law of supply tells us that price and quantity supplied will always move in the same direction. If price goes up, quantity supplied will go up. If price goes down, quantity supplied will go down. As a result, if you look at the formula, the numerator and the denominator will always both be positive or both be negative. As a result, PES is always positive. If you remember, PED is always negative due to the law of demand. PES is always positive due to the law of demand. Now, PES can take on two values. One is when PES is between 0 and 1, and 2 is when PES is more than 1. Okay. If this happens, if PES is between 0 and 1, suppose PES is 0.5, what that means is that a 1% change in price level will lead to a 0.5% change in quantity supplied. So what we say is that supply is inelastic. And if PES is more than 1, suppose PES is 3, that means that if price change by 1%, quantity supplied will change by 3%. And we say that supply is elastic. So in this case, supply is very responsive to a change in price. In this case, supply is not very responsive to a change in price level. Okay, and so that is the end of our discussion. I'm going to go up to the very top which might take some time. Okay, so we started off our discussion with a small discussion on direction versus scale. You guys already knew about the direction of a relationship. We talked about the scale of a relationship. Then we talked about the concept of price responsiveness and elasticity. Then I introduced four types of elasticity: PED, YED, XED, and PES. And we also learned how to calculate elasticities. So that's the end of lecture one. In the next class, what we are going to do, in the next lecture, what we are going to do is we will discuss the various factors right here, the various factors that affect the size of elasticity of a good. And once we've done that, we are going to use everything we've learned so far in this chapter to analyze the market. You've all already done market analysis uh, using demand, supply, and market equilibrium analysis. We are going to add elasticity to that analysis and see what happens. Okay, so that's it for lecture one.